welcome to Top Agent Nation and Top Agent Secrets. My name is Tom Truong, and I am excited to share with you all a rock star today who we are going to be interviewing on this call, and the first Top Agent Nation call of 2026. And she's got so much information to share with you all. So get ready for an action-packed hour where you, if you don't have a pen and paper, go grab a pen and paper because you definitely want to take some notes to learn from Jenia DaSilva. So let's see now. Alejandro, would you mind bringing on Jenia on the screen? There you go. I love it. I see quite a few folks in the room. I love it. Abdul, Mustafa, Dina, Denise, thanks for having your video camera on. We do this for all of you, not for us, but for you, because Jenia doesn't. Well, maybe Jenia needs the motivation as well, because she comes in to support others. So Denise, thanks for having your camera on. Shah, welcome to the call. Dorothy Manning, nice to see you here. Lori Robles, thanks for turning on your video. Ada, Nick Fondas is in the house. Matt, welcome. Mr. Alan Nanny is here. Good to see you, Alan. Soren, Soren's a rock star as well, man, and he's always here to grab more information. Love it. Martin Greenwood, good to see you on camera. Hello, Krista, Maury. Sue Ann is in the house. Krista, good to see you on the call. Maury, let's see. Daniel Perret's also in the house. Another 6-time icon agent here at the brokerage that some of us are affiliated with. Yuri's in the house. Maury, all right. So people keep coming in. Glad you made it all here. You committed today for this hour to be here on Top Agent Nation. Hopefully to expand your mind, to get some tricks and tips from a fellow real estate professional who's here to pour into you. Let's get going. Jenia DaSilva, how are you?
I am well. Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We're 12 days into the new year, Jenia.
Yes.
Doesn't time fly? Doesn't time fly? I can't believe we blink and it's 12 days in already, right?
Yeah, half months. Yeah, half of January.
Half of a month is already here. You know what? I was on another call with one of my mentors in the real estate business. His name is Gene Frederick last week. And Gene goes, by now, 85% of real estate agents have already given up on their goals that they set for their New Year's resolution. And but that's not you, Jenia. That is not you. Why don't we start with this? Today's agenda is the habits that drive real results, okay? This call is not about motivation. It's not about hyping you up. It's about diving into the details about the daily habits that top producers use to win, especially in this marketplace. And Jenia's got a lot to share with you, okay? I know that Jenia doesn't wait for things to happen. Jenia makes things happen. Right, and it's those habits that really that really make her successful. So, Jenia, say hello, and let's start with allowing the audience to get a peek into who you are as a person. Let's start with that.
Okay, thank you so much for having me here today. I'm very honored to be here in front of you and sharing what I know and learning from you all as well. I started real estate 5 years ago. Actually, last month in December, I celebrated my fifth anniversary as a full-time real estate agent with eXp Realty. 5 years ago, I decided to go fully into career. I did not do it half-time or part-time or weekends or nights only. I decided that if somebody needs to do something, they need to do it right, and they need to get involved in full pace. So the path has been bumpy. It was not an easy path, and I tell everybody it's not an easy job, but it is a very rewarding one. And once we make things happen for everybody around us, it leaves some good legacy behind that we all want in our lives. My background is in education. I graduated back in 2014 from UMass Boston with master's degree in education. I used to teach for many years. I lived outside of Boston. Then I got married, moved to Cape Cod 10 years ago, and here my teaching career faded a little bit, not a lot of jobs over here and all. So, and I've always had passion about real estate, and right before COVID, I decided like this is the time. So it's time to give up my Friday paycheck and create something on my own. It was
I love that.
scary.
Was it
I
scary? It's
Oh
got to
my
be scary.
God,
Give up
I didn't
your
want to
paycheck,
do
right?
it. I didn't want to do it, Tom. I thought I had a little child at that time, and I thought before COVID, oh my God, I just I'm afraid. But my passion to real estate and to what I knew about real estate at the time, and to my passion to learning how real estate can bring wealth to people and bring wealth in their lives, and it
Yeah,
just it drove me.
yeah.
And the only thing I'm thinking right now is like, why in the whole world I didn't do it sooner? Why is it
Right.
only 5 years?
Isn't that funny? A lot of folks who say that a lot, right? When I talk to successful agents or successful people in person, it says, "Man, why didn't have I have the guts to just burn the bridges to do it sooner?" Right? When you did real estate, you said, "I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm not gonna straddle between this and that." Right? You said, "I'm doing it
Yeah.
because I don't want that paycheck. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck anymore." But let's roll back the clock even more. Give us another 2 minutes. Where's the accent?
So that was my next thought. I was born and grew up in Kiev, Ukraine. So I am Ukrainian. I know that right now it's a sensitive topic, and it is
Sure.
very sensitive for me, of course. And I've been trying from my side to do everything that I can, myself and my community here,
Mm-hmm.
in order to help. But I am very proud of myself and my background. If I was not born in there, and if that country didn't bring me up the way it brought me up, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be successful, and I would not be making differences in other people's lives. It's my DNA, and I will always be proud of where I'm from, no matter what.
I love that. That is so your 5 years ago, you had a young child. You didn't use the young child as an excuse not to do real estate, right?
Mhm.
You're born in Ukraine. You came here as an immigrant. You didn't use what's happening in the political world to pull back and use that as an excuse not to succeed, right? You use all of this
Mhm.
as fuel for your fire to keep moving, to move forward, to become successful, right?
Correct. For us immigrants, it's more difficult to get where we can get, but we still
Yeah.
do it.
And I
Well,
hear that a lot, but guess what? Not all immigrants can overcome that. Can overcome meaning that they don't take something that might not be so good and turn it into something that's great. You're using as fuel for your fire, not an excuse to pull back, right?
absolutely, absolutely. We have to get going. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And not just get going for us. Once we get going for others and make difference for people who surround us, for ourselves, for our family, this is something that motivates me to go to work every morning
I love it. So I
and
texted
keep
I
doing it.
texted Jenya, everybody. I texted her 30 minutes before this call, and I said, "Are you ready?" Right, fired up with a bunch of emojis to get her fired up for this call. And she goes, "I will be in 20 minutes. I'll be on the call 10 minutes before to prepare." because I have to write an offer. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
What
I am
are you?
watching my phone. If offer is accepted on this call right now, guys, we all are gonna
All
have to
right. If the
go
offer
there.
gets accepted, you got to tell us. Okay. You got to tell us. Good. We definitely want to hear that good news on this call. But time blocking. We're talking about habits that succeed. Jenya is someone who time blocks. She knows this call was important. She knows there's going to be, 20, 30, 40 people on this call, not just on this call, but we're recording this. We're going live on YouTube. We're going live on all of our channels, and there'll be stuff that she can use later on in social media that will live forever on social media. So she
Mhm.
prepared for it. Some people, Jenya, might say, "Hey, Tom, I'm sorry, man. I'm negotiating an offer right now. It's a really big offer. I've got to postpone it. I can't make it." I've heard agents say, "My shoelace broke this morning, so I can't make the meeting." You don't allow that to happen, do you? Because you're time blocked. Tell us about your
No, I
habits, your
did.
daily habits.
We always find the way out. Like if I do not, if I stop writing offers, I'm not going to continue producing. So I continue doing that. But what I committed to, I'm going to go with that because in the end of the day, meeting others and sharing what I can do is a part of my business, is a part of my success. So if nobody, if I cannot share what I know, uh, the universe is not going to give me more knowledge. I really believe in this. I
I
really
know.
believe in this, Tom. I really believe in karma. I really believe that whatever you send into the universe is going to come back, and I am always open to share what I know. And one of my habits that I wanted to talk to you today about, to talk to everybody, is that
Yeah.
I need to get in front of people. So
Get
not
in
by
front of
text
people. Habit
message.
number one. Okay.
Habit number one, get in front of people.
All right.
And guess
Tell
what?
us more about that. Break that down a little bit more.
And get, yeah, and guess what? People do not have to be those that you do not know. It can be your neighbor. I can be walking my dog and start talking to the neighbor, saying, "Oh, like I'm in real estate." I'm never pushy about it. I'm just saying, listen, if you need ever to talk to somebody, I'm here to talk to somebody. I do not sell myself. I do not sell what I know. I am offering help. So by offering help, people will go back to you. And your sphere of influence is a number one resource on how you put yourself in front of people.
Okay.
So, and we need to influence our sphere, because sphere without influence is not going to get us anywhere. So
Okay.
sphere of influence, and getting ourselves in front of people. So this is, and the part of my habit is when I am prospecting, I am brainstorming what I am going to do this week in order to put myself in front of people, in front of clients, in front of friends, in front of friends, in front of neighbors, in front of people at the doctor's office, and so on. And that works. But guess what? It's not going to bring you the result right away. So if you introduced yourself to someone today, tomorrow they are not going to call you, because tomorrow they do not need anything with real estate. But guess what? If you continue nurturing them, in 2 years they will. So right now, I want to tell everyone that right now I'm selling houses to someone who I started talking 2 years ago. It
Okay.
works.
It works.
They
How did you
are,
stay in touch with them? A lot of us say we know that instinctively. We've heard that over and over and over again. And aside from FaceTime and going out of your way to pop into a dentist office, pop into a restaurant owner to say hello, blah, blah, blah. What other tips and tricks are you using now to get in front of people?
uh, getting in front of people. Social media helps a lot. It
Okay.
does.
Okay.
especially right now with stories and with reviews that I post, and also it's referrals. If you do a good job, people are going to tell their neighbors about
Yep.
you, and they are going to tell them about you. So you have to do a good job in order
Do a
for
good
people
job
to
during the
continue
transaction.
talking about
Yeah.
you.
I love that. Hey, Alejandra, if it's possible, if you can sort of queue up Jenya's social media. Jenya, you're on Facebook, you're on
I
Instagram.
am Instagram. Let's pull my Instagram. Let's do
So,
it.
so
Yeah.
whenever you're ready, Alejandra, maybe you can share Jenya's Instagram so that she can sort of share with us what she does. But in the meantime, it might take Alejandra some time to find that. Um, let's talk about referrals. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we all know to build a successful, long-lasting, residual-based business, referrals are 10 times more profitable than trying to chase a brand new lead that comes in through the internet, right? How do you handle referrals? In other words, let's start with this. Do you ask for referrals? Do they automatically just come? What do you do to build your referral business?
So what I do, I only can ask for a referral that person who I uh, service. So we close. So we closed with that person. And at the housewarming party or on a closing day, I'm coming up with nice closing gift, and I will tell them, guys, it was such an honor to work with you. Now we are going to be friends forever. And
Yeah,
I do not lie because I want to stay friends with everybody. I love people
that's
around
right.
me, especially those who I work with, amazingly beautiful guys.
Yep.
If anybody else that you know needs an advice, I'm not saying sell or buy. If anybody wants to chat about real estate and about their goals, please do me a favor, give them my number. I will take a good care of them. I will take a good care of them. I do not use sell or buy, like, let's chat, let's sit down and talk. And
Okay.
they're like, oh, okay. She's not selling, and she's free knowledge. She's a free resource, and she's smart, and she's been doing that for a while. I see your signs. I see her signs all over our neighborhood. So she's selling, and yeah, if
There you
she's
go.
offering, she can give me time. I will do it.
Good. So you actively make sure that you share that and you ask people that, hey, if you know anybody who wants some advice about real estate, I'd love to share my knowledge with them. Right?
Yeah,
I love it.
I would like to sit down
I
and
would
chat.
like to
I would
sit and
like to
chat
sit
with them.
down and
And
chat.
you do that consistently, Jenya. I've heard you say that over and over again. That's sort of one of your secret habits. Not It's not a secret, you're sharing it, but it's one of your habits that you absolutely do on every transaction.
Yeah.
Assuming you like them. That's what you said. If they're jerks, you're not going to do it. Right?
Like I thank God the universe has been sending me just good
Good
clients.
people. Yeah.
I would love to keep
Yeah.
working with them over and over. I do not recall any client that I would not want to go.
And I remember you said the housewarming party. I want to share with the audience a little bit. So I do the same, right? Um, every closing that I close on, okay, I let my clients know at the closing part, at the signing, and now it's a lot of it's done virtually or electronically, but still they know that in my mind, and my rule of thumb is if it's a property's less than 500,000, I automatically let them know that, hey, when is the housewarming party? I would love to help you host your housewarming party, and I've already set aside a $500 budget for your party. I can use it to help you send out invitations. I can use it to help you bring a cake, pay for a caterer, a bartender, whatever. So it's $500,000. Yes, it's an automatic $500. If it's above $500,000, right, then I basically offer up $1,000 for the party, and I can use my judgment here and there, right? And more times than
Amazing.
not, they take us up on it, and that gives me an excuse to follow up with them 3 weeks later, 3 months later. Hey, when is your housewarming party? Most people don't even throw housewarming parties anymore, but I want to be there. I
Yes,
want to be
me
there,
too.
right? You too. And so, what else can you add about the housewarming party?
Uh, what else? What else do I add? So
Is there anything else you do that's different from what I'm doing? Yeah, in terms of housewarming party.
I bring so I did not think about cash in terms of like 500, but I bring something that will be valuable. I help a buyer
Yeah,
with the preparation. Uh,
yeah.
so I am invited. So and I always tell them, listen, I know that you just bought a house, you spent all the money. It costs a lot these days. Let me help you. So
Mhm.
I pick up a few things, but I did not do it as
Okay.
monetary contribution.
I throw it right out there, and you know, and I want them to spend it all. The more people they have at that party, the better it is. Because guess what they're gonna say? Hey, meet my buddy Tom. He's our realtor. He helped us buy this house, right? So on and so forth. And so that's consistent. And you know, what I really love about it, the underlying lead generation and refer afterwards, is that they, some, not all, would say, hey, yeah, I love to have printed invitations mailed to them.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually take the data and we literally handwrite and mail the invitations on their behalf with their information, of course. And that's something else that they don't have to do. Okay.
Yeah,
So
housewarming parties, open houses is a
I love
great
it.
resource.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
What
why I
other
like basics.
what other habits that drive real results do you want to share?
Okay, so the secondly, and what helped me a lot in my business is we need to be better than others and we need to be creative. So the second habit is be creative in every single situation that comes to you. Guys, not everybody who you're going to meet is going to buy a house next month. So nobody ever, no, not everybody who you will meet is going to sell the house or rent the house or invest or flip the house and so on. Because guess what? In order to buy real estate, and this is what I tell everybody who I meet, in order to buy real estate, you need money. Zhenya, what do I need to buy a house? You need money. No matter how it sounds, but it is what, oh, but there are like 0% programs and there is like a down payment assistance. Yes, there is, but you still need money because you need closing costs, you need to move, and you need reserves. And sometimes people lack those reserves because right now house prices are very high, and the higher the home price, the higher the reserve that you need to have in order to purchase a piece of real estate. So what do? You need to stay creative and you need to help that client to get into a home with that reserve and with that situation or with that credit that they have.
That's right.
You and if you sit and just work with one bank and you will send Mr. Joe, you want to buy a house, but you lack ABC, and you send them to Bank of America. Bank of America is going to tell them goodbye, see you in 5 years. And guess what? Some realtors do. They sit with Bank of America for 5 years and wait. But guess what? If Bank of America cannot do it, there is Total Mortgage who will do it. There is a rate mortgage who will do it. There is
Sure.
like a private broker who is going to do it. And
That's
if
right.
you are creative enough and you have enough of these resources, if you know a lot about the programs that mortgage world is offering right now in terms of credit, in terms of down payment, you will get that guy closed next month.
That's right.
If somebody turned him around and told him, go and sit and wait, guess what? You are not that agent who is going to sit and wait.
That's right.
You're going to take his hand and take him to a person two, a person three, a person four. You will take him to five people. There will be one who will do it. You just need to know who those people are.
I love that. You're taking control. You're helping them because they don't know what they're doing. That's why they're coming to us. We're
That
the real estate pros,
exactly.
right? We're
You
the
need a
advisors.
team of these people. I cannot like I just hit second icon this year. Hopefully I will continue working the way I'm working, but I would not be able to do this on my own. I have a team. of people who are helping me. We cannot exist and we cannot survive on our own. We need a mentor. We need somebody to call if something happens that you don't know. We not everybody is perfect. We don't know everything in this real estate world.
Yep.
Something can come up like next day. You need someone who you can call.
All right.
You
Mentor
can
someone you call. Let's talk about that. That's habit number 3, right? Build the right mentorship. Let's get into that. Who do you call?
I can call you.
You can always call me. I know that. Yeah,
I call you sometimes when sometimes I
of
get
course.
stuck
Yeah,
and we need someone who we need to talk to get us out of a difficult situation, right?
yeah.
So I call my sponsor, I call my
That's Lisa
broker.
Parento. For those who don't know, Lisa Parento is a rock star. She serves the community. She serves at the highest levels of the National Association of Realtors. All right, I
Yes,
love that. Yeah, and she's also down in Cape Cod with Jenia. Go
we
ahead.
are on we are in the same we are in the same market
Yeah,
market.
yeah.
We call broker
Your
and then we
broker.
call attorneys.
Mm-hmm.
You need an attorney who will pick up a phone on you.
Yep.
Some
If
of
they're
them
too
don't
busy,
like
find
that.
another attorney.
Some of them don't like that.
That's well, then find
Um,
another attorney, right? If that's not how you work.
uh, I do not call the attorney to invite them for coffee or talk about football game that happened yesterday. If I am calling, it means that something important is happening and I need their advice.
Sure.
Because I am not there to give legal advice. They
That's
are
right.
there.
I
And
love
it
it.
sometimes takes me a lot of skin and blood in order to put file on their desk.
That's right.
So I do count on their support.
Yep.
The same for uh,
Mortgage
loan
brokers.
officers,
Yeah.
right? Like I told you,
Yep.
uh, if because if I recommend someone, Tom, like right, like you are a loan officer and I am Zhenya, they came to me, they know me, they like me, they trust me, they do not know who you are. And then
Right.
I send them to you and you do not pick up the phone, you do not answer their questions. Guess who they're gonna talk to? Guess who they are going to come back to
Yeah.
and say
Yep.
something unpleasant, maybe.
Of
Probably
course.
you, because that's why I take care of your face
Right.
and your reputation. That's why who you work with is really, really, really important.
Yep. I love that. What other habits? And then I have another question for you after some of the. Let's talk about this. What are the non-negotiable habits that you won't negotiate? I'll give you an example. For me, it is my personal time. If you get to see my calendar, my Google Calendar, it's all color coded. The first thing that goes in is my time, my personal time, my vacation time, my family time, my friends time,
Mm-hmm.
right? Uh, those times are non-negotiable. Nothing else gets in their way because I'm not going to call my kids and tell them, I'm sorry, honey, something came up. I can't spend time with you when I had already planned it. So that's an example for you, right? For me, other
Mm-hmm.
non-negotiables are for my conventions for my company that I work with, right? I know when the national convention is. They announce it a year ahead. It's in my calendar. It's non-negotiable. Whether I have money in my bank account to go there or not, it doesn't matter. I know I need to be there, and I have a whole year to get there. Those are some my community work. I give back to my community, nonprofit work. Those are non-negotiable. What are your non-negotiables?
I am in most of the situations, I am pretty easygoing and I can find time. Um, the sometimes people are going to come to you and ask you to do something that is going to risk your reputation, your license. That thing can happen too.
Yeah, those are
This is this is
non-negotiable.
this is a big taboo for me.
Of course, you're not going to break ethics, break the law. Of course not.
No. And
Yep.
believe it or not, there are offers like that. Oh, I can give you directly something,
Yep.
or I can send you to somebody who will give you more business. Just do ABC.
Yep.
Even if it is $5 million, I'm not going to do it. Even if it's 50.
How about a
And I like
billion?
to
How
sleep
about
well.
$1 billion?
No.
All right. I
I do
love
not want to end up in jail. I have two little kids. Come on.
it. I hear
So,
you.
but most of the time I'm pretty flexible. I can try to, if it is something quick, I can try to answer as soon as I have a question. Because I am working with the same human being as I am, and sometimes they have to reach out to me when they come from work. Sometimes they have to reach out when before work. That's why I became successful because I work early mornings and late nights, and but I do make a difference.
Yep.
They are grateful,
Okay.
and they will be grateful forever. And I'm a happy person just because of that.
Okay. Awesome. Any other habits that you want to share with our audience? And then I'd like to take some questions from our audience or some comments from our audience. There were some in the chat, which I will get back to. But what
Yeah.
else would you like to share?
So in terms of habits, so just let's summarize. Having a team, having someone to call to, and stand up in front of people, make appointments, and the last the one that I wanted to share before the questions is that uh, help everybody. Sometimes a renter is going to call you. A tenant is going to call you. Sometimes somebody is going to call who wants to sell their mobile home for $60,000. Your commission is going to be 250. Guess
Yeah.
what? Take it.
Do it. Yep.
Take it.
Yep.
Sometimes I would think like, oh my God, I would just give 250 so nobody touches me. But guess what? I get up and go. Not because of 250, not because of money, but because of relationship. We are here in this business to build relationships. You're going to sell this year a mobile home for $60,000. You're going to get $500 in your commission divided by two. Half you are going to give to your broker, half you are going to give to your referral partner. You're going to get nothing. You're going to work 2 months. You're going to give 2 months of your life. But in 2 years, they're going to come back to you and they are going to give you $4 million list in Falmouth. I swear, this is the way it works.
I love that. You know, Jenya, I'm so glad you brought that up. That reminds me of a story, and I'm going to share it on purpose here for folks. So back in 2019, 2018, 2019, when the real estate owned the REO, the foreclosure days were in their height. I was coaching one of our newer agents in the business, and I was coaching him to do property BPOs, broker price opinions for the banks, right? For Freddie Mac, for Fannie Mae, for Bank of America, for Chase, all those guys who have foreclosure properties. And you only get paid like, I don't know, back then it was $25 per BPO. You've got to drive to the house, you got to take exterior pictures, and then you got to do a report, then you got to get it in with the hopes of when they actually finish the foreclosure, they give you the listing to list. So my agent calls and he goes, man, Tom, they're hitting me up with foreclosure, with BPOs, and it's all junk. It's all $40,000, $60,000 BPOs for mobile homes. And I said, take it. This is what you got to take it. Guess what? They took it, and then it was Freddie Mac. Freddie Mac basically was testing our agent to see if they would do the hard work. And once they tested this agent that was consistent, the agent started not only getting the $40,000 mobile home listings, but they got the $500,000 listings. And that was their test, is that, are you really in it to help, or are you really in it for just yourself? Like, what's in it for me, right? So I'm glad you brought that
They
up. Help
appreciate
everybody.
it. They,
Because you know what? That $60,000 mobile home could turn into a $600,000 sale or a $1 million sale, right?
It will happen. It
It
will
will happen.
happen. If we do it genuinely, if we want to help with all our heart,
Yep.
it will go back to us. It will. It will. No job is a small job. Sometimes rentals, what is rental, especially right now. Um, and rental will cost us what? As much work as any listing because you need to go and show it. You need to do the negotiations the same way like you would do the sale. But you do it because in 2 years that client is going to come to you with a purchase request. He will,
That's right.
and he decides to pre-qualify, he will do it only with you because you did not leave them
Yeah.
struggling. You came and helped them, and they will help you. It just takes time and takes patience, take years sometimes.
Yeah.
But this is the nature of our business.
I love it. Anything else you want to share?
Let's get to
Let's get to the
question.
Q&A. All right,
Yeah,
let's get to the Q&A. I love it. We left plenty of time for Q&A. Folks, please feel free to open up your mic and say hello. And let me handle some of the stuff in the chat. And then Dan, you're up first. Yeah, so there was a question here about the open, about the welcoming party. Daniel
housewarming.
Perret answered it perfectly. Yeah, it's a marketing expense. It's an entertainment expense. It's a dining expense. There's no limit on entertainment. I mean, $500 to $1,000 does not exceed any limit for marketing fees and entertainment and dining. Okay, so that's how we handle that. All right. What else? What other questions do we have here? I think that's really all the questions I see or comments that I see. All right, Daniel, you're up. You have your mic unmuted. And then Soren's got a question in the chat. Jenya, what is your primary lead source? Daniel, you're first.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Jenia, just wanted to thank you for being on here and sharing with us. This is your neighbor to the south in multiple ways. Born and raised in Romania, along with Soren and Dean and some of the other people on the call here this morning.
Amazing.
Also, your business partner in Tom's organization from Atlanta, Georgia. So you're ever down here, let us know. We'd love to treat you to lunch and get to know you better. Also, love to do some referral partners. But yeah, I just wanted to hop in and thank you for being out here and sharing with us this morning.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
Continuing to make us proud, Jenya.
Look at that. Like from the same background is great. Yes.
All right. What is your primary lead source?
I'm referral based, 100%. 100%.
100% referral based.
You do like I said before, you do a good job and you do a good job always. People are going to bring you more people. I of course do my CRM, of course I do my
Yep.
social media that you checked. I of course do everything, but primary uh, lead is my sphere of influence.
Okay. So that walks into the second question there, right below that. What's your best practices regarding your daily CRM tasks? You just said, of course, you're working in CRM, but get really granular with that, right? Let's break that down a little bit more and give people more specific things about your daily CRM tasks.
Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest. I have a full-time assistant who is helping me with my CRM because my database is pretty large right now, and this is great.
Yeah.
But I follow up on the calls. I have.
So what does your full-time assistant do?
Okay, so I collect the ideas that I want to show. So everything that you see on my Instagram is something that I created. So all the ideas for all the reels, all the videos, everything that I want to say, some of the videos are funny videos, some of them are educational videos, some of the videos and or posts that I have, they are from my clients who wrote a review or just sold and so on. But I do not do just sold. I try to tell a story under every single post because it is more attractive to people to see the details of every transaction and how market is working right now and what the challenges are in this particular situation. Because if it is just a generic just sold, everybody's going to like scroll down and then they are not going to like look at it. But if you give the details of a transaction, of course you cannot reveal all the details, but some of it, people will be very curious to read about that. And I do have an assistant, and all these ideas that I have, I send them to her, and she puts it together in the visual. So everything that you see on my social media is authentic.
Okay.
That came from my head, from
Yep.
my experiences, from my everyday tasks. And this is, I believe, what helped me. But when I started back in 2020, I had some services, right, who would post for you and do something. This is not interesting.
Right.
This is not going to work. I tried it,
Because it's too
they pay
generic.
monthly,
Yeah, it's
but
not who you are.
no, no. You are your brand,
That's
right?
right.
You are your work. We are in a very competitive business.
Yep.
Very competitive. Us, title attorneys, mortgage brokers, and everybody. You need to be really authentic. You really need to be really good in order to surpass
That's right.
your competition. And now these days, I'm not even looking at my fellow agents as a competition. They are my partners.
That's right.
Like yeah, sometimes somebody does well, sometimes somebody does better, but we are here to help one another. And in order to be standing on both your feet steadily in this business, you have to be strong.
That's
You
right.
cannot give up.
I love it.
We cannot give
I
up
love it.
because there is like 10 others behind you who is waiting for you to sit down.
Right.
So
So
we don't
I'm
give up.
glad you said that you have a full-time assistant.
Yes.
Is it safe for me to say that is a you call it full-time assistant, which I love the terminology. You didn't call that a virtual assistant, right?
No, because we are real,
Well, for real, I love it.
The
I
whole
have
world is virtual right now. So
that's
what
right.
can we do?
I have four of them, and I call them my executive assistants, right? You call it your full-time assistant. I love it, right? Let's break down the math for some of you who are sort of thinking, well, I can't afford to have an assistant, right? You can find an amazing executive assistant out there for, Jenya, would I say $7 an hour or less, give or take, right?
Yeah.
And these are college educated, these are rock stars who love what they do, and they can support you. They can support you, right? You are the brainchild, you are the person who comes up with the material, and then they execute on your behalf. Now,
Yes.
as a rock star salesperson, is it fair for me to say that you average about $15 million in sales per year?
Yes.
15 million?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. And I think I'm not exaggerating, folks, but let's just use that as a baseline number. All right. So at 15 million a year at 2.5% commission, I did some quick math. That's $375,000 gross commission income. And I know the brokerage that Jenya works at, which is the same one that I'm working at, as an Icon agent, her expenses to the company is just about $8,000 a year. Now that breaks it down to $367,000 gross. Okay, divided by 52 weeks is $7,057 per week. Now, assuming Jenya puts in an honest 50 hours a week, that boils down to about $140 an hour. So at $140 an hour is what she's worth. Okay. And she can hire a full-time assistant, an executive assistant for $7 an hour. That is just 5% of her hourly wage. And if that assistant can do that work for her at $7 an hour while she goes out and does $140 per hour work, is that a good return on your investment? I want you guys on
Absolutely.
the call to go back and run your numbers and figure out what is your daily worth, your hourly worth. And then you have to start asking yourself, should I be doing administrative tasks, social media tasks, when I'm worth $70 an hour, when I'm worth $40 an hour, when I'm worth even $25 an hour, and I can pay someone who can do it better than me, more consistently than me, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, and keep my business consistent, keep me authentic. So we're on Top Agent Nation here. If 2026 is going to be your breakout year, I hope you have taken some of the nuggets that Jenia has shared with you, her non-negotiable habits, and some of the stuff that we shared here, and start to execute. Because don't make 2026 the same old thing that you did in 2025. To reach newer heights, to reach higher goals, to break through to whatever levers you need to break through, you've got to do something different, something that's proven by professionals who are sharing with you what we're already doing. Okay?
Time to move forward. Step ahead.
Step ahead, grow. Okay. You mentioned you sometimes nurture your clients for a couple of years. For a new agent who don't want to wait 2 years for deals, what other lead gen methods do you use day to day? So now let's roll back, Jenia. Roll back to your first year in real estate, to your second year in real estate versus your 5 years now, and share with the audience, what do they need to do if they're sort of newer in the business?
Okay, so I use Facebook groups a lot. You know, I have a different background. I speak Ukrainian and Russian fluently. There are lots of groups in on Facebook in outside of Boston, Ukrainian speaking community, Russian speaking community, and all. I belong to all these groups, and we live here on the Cape. If I will explain to whoever doesn't know, it's a vacation land for people who live in the big city. So we live on the peninsula, washed by the ocean from both sides. Like people come here on vacation. It's like Hamptons for New York, I would say, maybe. And our market is seasonal over here. A lot of people have second homes here and come here for vacation. So what I did last year, I created a nice, beautiful flyer of me in Ukrainian and in Russian, and posted in all of these groups. It was in the beginning of last year, and I said in that post, I paid for an ad. I had to pay $60 per ad because it's like a
Yep.
Facebook uh, admin. I had to pay them for this. And I said in the post, was very authentic, saying that if you want to do any real estate activity on Cape Cod this summer, you have to start talking to me right now. And it was January, because every real estate transaction takes time,
Yep.
takes
To prepare
preparation.
properly.
Whether you want to buy or sell, you need to prepare. If you want to spend your summer here, or you want to get profit from your real estate, existing real estate, let's make let's meet for a coffee. You have a friend of on Cape Cod. I'm a full-time agent. I've lived and worked here. I am a top producer. I'm a icon agent. And guess what?
That's it.
So many. One post on Facebook.
Yep.
One in the group relevant. Some people, everybody speaks English, but some people would love someone who speaks their language.
Yep. What's your
And they
niche,
would
right?
choose you over anybody else just because you speak the language. So
That's right.
this is
Right.
one source that I did last year, and I will do it again. And that was great. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, so I see folks on the call here. You know, if you can serve the veterans, right? I see Vet Holmes on here. I assume that's a veteran, right? I see names from different nationalities: Italian, Chinese, Vietnamese. I mean, all of it. You could be you can create your own niche and your own following. And Jenia follows these social media groups. She joins the pages, she joins the groups, and she contributes. I bet you she doesn't just join and being a silent observer, right? She probably contributes. She probably replies to comments.
Absolutely.
To comments.
Before posting something like this, I built my credibility first, right?
What if you don't have credibility? What if you're a new agent? Remember, Jenia, you go back to 1 or 2 years in the beginning. What did you do then?
I was working super hard. In my first year, I closed 4 transactions, guys.
Just 4.
And it was for like my friends.
Yeah. And you did it full time because I know that, right?
And
but you didn't give up. You didn't give up.
And it was full time. I did KV Core at that time as much as I could, but
That's right.
I still ended up closing those 4 transactions for my friends. And I did a good job. I did a good job.
Excellent. So to answer your question, she leverages CRMs, Consumer Relationship Management Database. At our brokerage, we get Bold Trail. We get two others. You get to choose, but Bold Trail will cost you about $7,000 a year. At our brokerage, it's all included in our splits. Okay, so if you're interested to learn about Bold Trail, reach out to Jenia DaSilva, reach out to me, and we'll help you take advantage of a $7,000 item for free. All right, let's keep going here. When you post on social media, you answered some of this already, but I want to go through it because you get 7 minutes left. When you post on social media, is it mainly for monetizing or lead generation? Do you capture large volumes of lead from social media? What calls to action do you use?
So when I posted on Facebook, I posted in groups. It was not a paid commercial. It was a group. So for instance, like, I do not know, like soccer moms or hockey moms. It can be any group. I told you the group that I used just because I can speak a different language, and I decided to use that group, but I belong to others like cooking moms, soccer moms, like homeschooling moms. It can be any single group, Cape Cod parents. And then I reached out to admin directly saying, listen, I am ABC. I want to help. I want to tell people that I exist so they can use my service in order to meet their goals. Like the admin will say, yes, it costs this much. And then I paid them and they posted my ad and people started texting me directly. That was a different Facebook ad that you are thinking, like not the monetization one.
All right. Denise is throwing in some great questions here. So back the first year that you did real estate full time, you closed 4 transactions, and it's not cheap to live in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. How did you keep your finances flowing? Did you prepare 6 months of savings, a year of savings? Like, did you grab a part-time job as a bartender? I don't know. What did you do to make ends meet? Did you run up credit card debts? If you're willing to share, well, what is it? Because a lot of us have to figure it out.
So do you remember I told you that I had passion for real estate before I decided to be real estate investor? So by the time that I joined EXP as a real estate agent, and when I decided that I'm going to convert my passion into career, I already had 2 investment properties.
2 investment properties to do it. So you had some sort of
and I lived off my rental income.
Excellent. Thank you. So there's some way to do it, right? Yeah. So if you burn the bridge at a full-time job somewhere and you need a coach, a mentor, reach out, and we'll have to walk through your specific situation to figure it out. I've told agents to say, hey man, go back to bartending. You know, but back in your early days, you bartended, you still can bartend, go bartend now. Right? You're not showing properties Friday night from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. or Saturday night, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Go get a bartending job if you have to. But during the day, it is real estate. During the times when your clients are doing real estate, you do real estate. You do whatever it frigging takes.
This is not a 9 to 5 job. This is something that I wanted to add. I'm looking through my notes what I wanted to say. This is not a 9 to 5 job. People can call you at 6 in the morning. Sometimes you have to wake up at 6 in the morning to send that offer in to be the first one. So you are fighting for your client, right? Sometimes you need to answer the call at 10 p.m. So this is a difficult business. This is a tough job, but it is a rewarding one because it can bring you to success. You can teach people how to get successful too, and you build that legacy behind something that you like. And sometimes also, you know what happens after there was a question about, so you are nurturing somebody for 2 years, and then they decide to go with somebody else. And I say, okay, it was hurtful from the beginning, but you know what? I say, okay, somebody would come to me. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. All the information that you did, that you gave me is invaluable. But my cousin just got a license, and I have to go with my cousin because it's like a family thing, and I need to. And I'm saying, okay, make sure that cousin is gonna do a good damn job. That's
That's right.
it. The real estate and being successful in real estate, especially in this market when inventory is like 90% lower than 10 years ago. Like cousin who just got a license, cousins who just got a license. How?
That's right.
Explain to me. So this is like I'm not telling you not to hire your cousin. Hire your cousin, but I am here for you to be successful. This is like real estate. You need to get a top-notch professional, especially on the Cape, especially in the hot market. I
That's right.
mean, you want to do your family relationship, that's fine. This is amazing, but you're going to be looking for years.
That's right. Good advice. Good advice. And I'm sure that client will know, hey, maybe tell the cousin to call you, right? For coaching, for training. Okay. All right. We're 2 minutes left. One more question here. Can you break down your day/week, what it looks like? What are you doing during the time blocks? What are
I
your time
am
blocks? Yep.
yeah, I am a full-time mom in the beginning of everything. I have two kids,
I
8 and
love that. I
5.
love that you said that. You're a full-time mom, not a full-time agent. First and foremost, you're a full-time mom.
First and foremost, I'm a full-time mom, and I
Yeah.
do not do anything until the school bus. The second school bus leaves at 8:25. Then I take my dog for a walk for 20 minutes, and this is my early morning meditation. And then I go back, open my computer, and I start working. So how does it work? I like to meet with people. So I am a person who would like to have a coffee, real meetings, real, like that's why when Tom invites me to all his parties, I always go.
That's right.
Love people, love life, love feeling energy. So uh, I can show you my schedule, but this is the way it goes. I devote one day to some sort of an activity. My calls day is Wednesday. My wrap up day is Friday. My training day is Tuesday. And Monday, everything that came out of
The weekend.
weekend showings.
Hmm.
Because there is an offer that I had to write and work on right now, right? Because it was
Right.
yesterday's show. And so Mondays, usually I do something like this or a meeting. And then most of my time I am brainstorming. Where do I go? How do I meet people? How do I tell people how to make money? How to encourage them to buy a house so they can be rich later on?
I love it.
And I like this. And
I
this,
love it. Jenya, it was an amazing hour spending time with you. Everyone, give her some love. Put it in the chat. Click on the react
Yay,
button.
Jenya! Awesome.
All right, give her some love. Give her hand claps. Yep, I love it. Thank you, Sue Ann, for doing that. Right. So, Jenya, I thank you for being here. If the audience knew you the way I know you, rolling back the clock to about 3 years ago when we first met, the confidence that you exude right now compared to 3 years ago makes me so freaking happy. And you know what makes me even more happy is now you are paying it forward by providing more knowledge, training, encouragement to our community, to Top Agent Nation, to your brokerage at EXP. And I love you for that.
I love you back, guys. Thank you so much. Like, you have my Instagram. Please reach out anytime. Anything that I can do, like 3 years ago, what Tom did for me, I will do it for you. I'm not Tom, but you know what I mean. You know, like, he never said no anytime I reached out. And if you want to like have an accountability partner, right, or something like that, or check in on the progress, or share ideas on lead generation, on any ads or anything, I am open to new ideas anytime. Would
I
love to
love that,
collaborate.
Jenia.
Would love to.
You know, because you're time blocked and you have time for others, right? I can't tell you how many days I sit here in my office, I walk around my yard, I travel, and I says, man, my phone is quiet. I guess everybody's doing great, just like Jenia. They don't need me anymore. Like you guys don't need me anymore. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. Happy New Year. Go crush 2026. Jenia, thank you. You
Thank
made
you,
me proud.
guys. Yes. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Tom. Thanks, Jenia.
All right.